That's your intro. That's all you got. That's all you got, dog.
That's all I got. That's all I got right now.
All right. Big L.
Save me for last.
Or whatever. Naruto.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Naruto. Sleepy a little bit, but I'm gonna answer some questions.
Big L.
Hey, you know me, the Godsmack takeover legend, baby. Bring a girl back to Africa. Ha. If she turns her head, she might get knighted. Like something long and strong. My head's so shiny, it's like the stars of heavens coming from the universe above. When you see me, you turn the other way and bound greatness. Remember that. Quote it, baby.
I should call you Captain Tryhard. Anyway.
Oh, never try hard, nigga. I'm the champ.
Whatever. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get into this thing. Starting late tonight. Alright, so we're going to go ahead
One more thing. I'm on a new level.
Oh, God. You done?
I got smacked to the dirt. Okay, I'm good. I'm done.
Okay. Alright, let's recap E3. E3 was this week. What you guys think?
You left out the gone, my nigga.
What the hell's that? Cool J?
Who's this?
Is that Cool J? Cool J? You want to be up in this nigga?
The realness.
Nigga, well, Cool J, we got Cool J,
everyone, this
we
is
got
Cool
LJ,
J, aka
LJ Cool J,
Forehead, aka Mr. IMAX Screen,
LJ Cool J,
aka Towerhead, aka Wayne
The
Head,
sexiest nigga that everybody loves.
AKA Wayne
aka
Head,
Mr. aka Mr. Flat Top Head, aka Oven Head. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, haters for days.
LJ Cool J, 92. Hit your intro, so hit your intro, nigga. Hit your intro. Got something to say to the people, Cool J?
Huh?
You want to say something to the people, nigga? Want to say hello, nigga?
Nah, just Mr. Goon over here chilling, ready for the podcast.
Whatever, nigga. Anyway.
This
Now we
nigga,
ready.
some of them say this nigga hot tea. He full energy now.
Alright, we gonna get into this. Okay, E3 was this week. What you guys think about E3? Good, bad, okay?
It wasn't bad, but I think I expected more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I say it was a letdown.
I think Nintendo did a good job.
Yeah, I think Nintendo won E3. I think Nintendo won
And when
E3.
one of the most exciting games was a Dragon Ball Z game, it was a letdown.
What?
We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about what you just said.
Oh god.
I said that's one of the most exciting. I mean, we love Dragon Ball Z, but when that's one of the most exciting to come out of E3, that's sad.
I get what you're trying to say, but no, the way you're saying it, no.
We love Dragon Ball Z.
You're saying like Dragon Ball shouldn't have been the best thing to see at E3. I get it, but you should be other things.
For Dragon Ball, have Dragon Ball ever been the best thing to see at E3?
No, but this is also the first time Dragon Ball is
That's
actually.
what I'm saying.
Well, no, but wait a minute. This is actually also the first time Dragon Ball's ever made on any major conference big stage with his own spotlight, his own spotlight trailer. That's never happened before. Yeah, that's always been. You know, you have to get the interview with a Bandai Namco rep or something like that. It's never had an actual, or it might be in a fast forward, 20 game trailer compilation or something like that. But this was particularly spotlighted by Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
So Dragon Ball finally got its time on the big stage, which is one of the reasons I think that game is being hyped up so much and talked about, because it actually got seen by a lot more people than normally would have, because it's one of the big conferences.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy about, because I mean it deserves it. Dragon Ball's a legend, deserves to be treated like a legend. This game looks amazing.
Yeah. So that's pretty much my favorite game from E3. Everything else was everything we already had seen.
Nah, that's not true. You're slipping on some. Anthem was brand new. That looked good. Anthem looked real
I don't
good.
play Xbox.
Anthem's nigga, multi-platform, nigga.
You
Anthem's
talking
doing
about the game
everything.
that looks like Destiny?
It's supposed to be Destiny.
The quote-unquote Destiny killer. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was an Xbox exclusive.
Nope. You
Nah.
got you.
People
You got you with the okie
confused
doke.
because when they say when people say that when they were always saying on the screen Xbox exclusive world premiere, a lot of people were talking about those only Xbox exclusive games because that's what. Right, they said the same thing about Dragon Ball Fighters when they said that was supposed to be exclusive.
What they mean
Same
is,
thing for
what they're saying is,
they're showing both exclusives and and
Yeah,
also
World
worldwide.
Premiere means it's first time it's being shown ever. Then you got the Xbox. Then you got the Xbox. Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive, which means only on Xbox One and Windows 10. That's their exclusives.
So what the hell
And
was
then you
the
got
exclusive for Xbox?
console launch.
There
You got
were
console
a
launch
couple.
exclusive, which means it'll be the first console that it comes to, and whenever the developer decides to port that particular game to the PS4, or Switch or whatever, can be up in the air, it could be a year, 2 years, whatever. Whenever they decide to port it, console launch exclusive, first to Xbox One. Xbox One, Windows 10 exclusive, that's their first parties, and then you got world premieres, which were, first time being shown, period.
Uh-huh. Okay. I thought that one was the exclusive.
Nope, Anthem is multi-platform. That game looks really freaking good.
Oh, yeah,
But
that's pretty cool.
I have a question about Anthem. It's a multiplayer.
It looks like some kind of four-player
The
co-op.
graphics, if I saw the graphics on the I feel like if that game if it's supposed to be destined to you have 4 people inside the lobby, I don't want that game to start lagging all of a sudden when it hit launch.
No, it's about to have some kind of special server, some kind of special server. The way like the way the what's called does a server too, like peer-to-peer / dedicated, a mixture or something like how Destiny does theirs.
But I do give it to Xbox for actually showing they got some exclusive games that are coming out.
Yeah, I think that Microsoft had a better showing than Sony. The problem is to hurt them was obviously there's no quote unquote true exclusives because it's Windows 10 and Xbox, and
PlayStation. A lot of people were like sad about it because they didn't show The Last of Us. I don't know. I mean, did they show The Last of Us last year?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
and
they showed The Last of Us last year. I mean,
that console was just a rehash. That console was a rehash for last year. That console was 2016 2.0. Like that console, that conference was everything we've already seen before. It's just a little bit more of it, which was not bad. Well, you showed no new IPs. I mean, come on.
Probably PlayStation do. I mean, it was dope because they brung Shadow Colossus back.
A remake, that was cool. That was cool. I don't know how the hell they kept that quiet.
When they showed the exclusive Spider-Man game, I also thought that was actually good too. God of War,
that was good. I'm not sure that's the way to end the conference, but it was good.
It was good. PlayStation showed people what they wanted. Xbox wanted to show people.
But people want to see new IPs though. They show no new games or nothing. Like if you look at that conference, the only thing coming out this year from that conference is DLC for Horizon, DLC for Uncharted, and Marvel's Capcom Infinite, which is a multi-plat. No other games is coming out this year at all. Everything else is next year.
There was one more game. There was one more.
What was it?
Dark. What was it? Desert? What is it called? Black Desert?
Black Desert Online was showed at the Xbox conference.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to look at it, but if you look at it, what Sony
Destiny
did
2.
was
Destiny 2.
strategic.
Destiny 2. That's true.
Well, Sony's presentation was pretty strategic because out of all the games they showed, majority of them are coming out next year. And the reason why that was strategic is
they showed Wolfenstein 2. I forgot about that.
But the reason why that was strategic is because right now Sony is the market leader. Right now they have the most consoles in the home, and all their big games are going to come out next year because you got Nintendo trying to catch up with the Switch, just doing a pretty okay job. You got Microsoft trying to catch up as far as in-the-home console sales with the Xbox One. So this holiday season, there's no way Nintendo or Microsoft is going to catch up to Sony. So yes, their E3 was kind of lackluster, but all their big first parties or all their big exclusives rather is going to come out next year when they and then next year after the Xbox One X has been out for a few months, and after the Switch has been out for a year, Nintendo's done, bringing out their exclusives and different things like that, and Sony can continue
PlayStation's
to
gonna
sell
hit
consoles. And then too, we still got the PlayStation experience. Like, we don't know what Sony is holding off for their PlayStation experience.
Shuhei Yoshida said in the interview they did intentionally hold back games for other conferences. And my thing is this PlayStation experience, that'd be cool and all. It's a good showing every year. But my thing is this: at the end of the day, E3 is still the biggest venue for games. You know, it's still Super Bowl of gaming. And if you held back some really big announcements for PSX, I feel like you're doing yourself a disjustice, because there's no way you can tell me more people see the PSX than E3.
Well, TC,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Well, that's true to an extent. The reason why I say that is Nintendo broke the mold on that.
What's up, Sasuke, man? Welcome to the chat, bro.
No, because the Nintendo Switch was never shown at any E3. But if you look at the console sales, like that console, since the month it was launched, since the day it was launched, every time it stocks in stores, they sell out in hours, not days. This is a very popular console that casual fans know about. The whole world know about this console. It showed up at it never once showed up at any E3, but it's because of the marketing. But even though it didn't show up at E3, this console is known around the world, and stores can't keep them in stock because people want it that bad. So just because you don't show something at E3 doesn't necessarily mean that it won't sell to max profits, because E3 is where because everyone that watches E3 is gamers or people who enjoy video gaming as a hobby, to the point to where they're watching gaming news at least a couple times a week, and they're keeping up on rumors and stuff like that. But casual fans really don't watch E3. So I think
that's not true at all. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. E3, everybody watches, from casuals on up.
Not true whatsoever.
Yeah, actually, this is very true whatsoever. Even Patriots, who's very casual, he watches E3.
Well, you guess what? Did you tell about E3? Yeah, you had to tell him.
No, he knew, but no, he knew about E3 beforehand. I didn't tell him about E3. He already knew about E3.
Nah, he didn't know about E3. Do not let him play you. A lot of people don't know about E3. Even people who think they're gamers don't know about E3.
Casuals watch E3, or they watch the highlights of E3, but they're still informed. E3 is still the biggest venue for gaming. Nobody can downplay E3.
Yes, it's the biggest venue for gaming, but
yes, but a lot of people don't know about it. That's the thing.
A lot of casuals don't watch it. A lot of people who watch E3 are people who are legit gamers, not casual gamers, but they're into gaming enough to where people who watch E3 are already watching gaming news throughout the week. People who watch E3 probably got the magazines. You know, they're probably a collector to some extent. You know what I'm saying? It's like people who watch E3 are gamers, but like casuals don't, like people like casuals and mainstream people, like everyone who bought the Nintendo Wii, they don't watch E3. You know, casuals is what I'm getting at.
I don't need y'all to show me some numbers to back this statement up. I'll just say something with no basis to. I need some numbers.
You show me some numbers then.
Oh, you show me some numbers.
Nah, nigga, you show me numbers.
You show me numbers.
Nah, nigga, you gonna say casuals.
You gonna say casuals don't watch it. You show me numbers.
Carfax, DC.
Yeah, Carfax.
Y'all gonna show me the numbers.
DC,
no,
look,
you show me the Carfax.
I only need one person. We all know the biggest casual gamer ever, and I guarantee you, this man
Roger
is not about to sit. Yes,
here's the thing. About to sit Roger, here's the thing. Here's the difference. A sports-only gamer is not a real gamer. Casual gamer, when I define casuals, they might play a shooter, they might play a fighting here and there, they might play all the games we play or whatever, but in a very small quantity once in a while. That's a casual gamer. Roger, I'm sorry, I'm Robert. Roger is a mainstreamist who's strictly a sports dude. He's not a real gamer at all.
No, he's a gamer. He loves sports gamers. He's considered a gamer.
He better take his punk ass out and play a pick. Let me tell you something. He better take his punk ass and play a pickup game. Get up out of here.
Man, the casual market is sports games. The casual market is sports games, first-person shooters, and GTA 5. That's the casual market. That's what casuals play.
Hey, wait a minute,
and Forza and all that. Like, that's what casuals play.
Wait, Forza's a big series. Wait a minute, nah, nigga. Forza's a hot series. Wait a minute, Rondell. Forza takes skill to play. You calm down, Rondell.
But that's as deep as casuals go.
Forza Horizon's for casuals. The main motorsport series is not for casuals. So what would y'all grade Microsoft conference then? What y'all think on Microsoft showing?
It was decent.
Better than Sony's, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it wasn't.
Microsoft Sony was Microsoft's showing was pretty good. They the Xbox One X seems pretty impressive. My only issue with Microsoft showing is the fact that they don't have very many meaningful exclusives.
You show a lot of good games, but yeah, you don't know what's coming and what's not.
They had were like kind of off.
They show a lot of good games, but you don't know what's coming and what's not. Like Black Desert Online looked good.
It wasn't bad at all.
I mean, State of Decay 2 looked pretty cool. That was pretty cool. That looked pretty good. But that don't come out next year. That's an exclusive. That don't come out next year though. And they had what was the other game they had? Damn. Okay, I had my notes. Okay. Hell, I did my notes. They had a couple of good games that caught my. They had like 6 games that caught my eye. They showed because they had like 3 good ones in that 20-minute like compilation, not 20-minute, but like that like 8-minute compilation video when they ran through a couple of those games. I was like, yeah, that looks pretty good. Spend more time on that game.
I mean, but they didn't have any games that's like, I need to take $500 and buy this console because I have to play that game. Like earlier this year, for example, earlier this year, PlayStation had Horizon Zero Dawn. Nintendo had that new Zelda. People bought consoles just to play those one games. Like, I need to buy this console so I can play this. Microsoft didn't have that exclusive at this year's E3.
And if
That's true.
If
They should have a huge hitter.
Usually go to PC.
Yeah, it should have a huge hitter. Like I was telling about with the PC argument earlier, a lot of dudes go to PC, a lot of dudes don't play PC, and that's really what the Xbox market is for, the Xbox One X. If you're not a PC guy at all, or don't care for PC, or whatever the case may be, Xbox One X is a pretty viable option for you.
I still don't know why they put that console so fucking high though.
They had to. I mean, it costs a lot to make. 4K gaming is not cheap. Not cheap at all.
And then another thing, and then another thing that's gonna hurt the Xbox One X is, like we mentioned earlier, PlayStation has, they have 65 million plus consoles like in the home.
Well, before you go there,
So
I don't want to cut you off.
the strongest console.
But let me say this real quick while I'm thinking about it, because it kind of reminds me of last year in a way, because I remember when PS3 was $600 or whatever, and some people was losing their minds over the price tag, so, and the crazy shit to get one. And the PS3, although it was very expensive, it had no fucking games, and the games that ran were inferior to the 360 versions, or just bad just pretty much generic exclusives at that time period. It still had a successful launch. It still did pretty well for itself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see the One X not doing okay for itself.
The Xbox One X,
yeah.
Really, but
when the PlayStation came out,
also,
it was the only system out for PlayStation.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the 360 was already on the market for a year. Their games were good games. They had some good exclusives.
I'm about for PlayStation 3. If
I
you
know.
wanted a PlayStation 3,
What I'm saying is, the 360 was already out. It was cheaper by $200, and it had a lot of good games, and it had other games coming at the time. It had the marketing deals, all that good stuff. The PS3 came out a year later with nowhere near as many features as 360. It was stronger than 360, but nobody knew to take advantage of the power or anything like that at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was when PS3 first came out, it was just vanilla. I mean, it was the plain as a box of cornflakes. I mean, it really had, outside of the potential power in the web browser and the multimedia features like photos and stuff like that, it had nothing going for itself. Gaming wise, it was kind of a joke, honestly. But it still was a successful
launch. Did it launch with free online play?
Yeah, it launched with free online play, and it still didn't, it still didn't save them in the long run, But the thing is, people didn't mind paying the $6 for Xbox Live because it was so good, and people hadn't seen anything like that before, And so my point is that the PS3 was more expensive system, very pricey. After tax and stuff, it was like $650, $640, whatever. And you gotta get a game. You're looking at $700. Maybe somebody want to buy another controller. You're looking at $760 or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So you paid a lot of money for that system, but it didn't stop them from being successful. And Sony still took an L on it. Made it up for it later. But I see the same thing here. Xbox One X, regardless of the price tag, there's going to be a demographic for it. It's going to sell.
the Xbox One X.
It's
Xbox
gonna
One
So
sell.
the Xbox One X actually has games, whether they be exclusive or not. The PS3 had no games really when it came out.
But here's the difference, and here's a major difference. The difference is the Xbox One X, all it offers is multiplats. All the multiplats is going to hit the PlayStation 4. All of them are.
Yeah,
And
but
the PlayStation and the PlayStation 4 has a 65 million plus worldwide install base, and that install base is growing rapidly because that is selling console in the world right now. The PlayStation 4.
Xbox is doing pretty good though. They have 45 million currently.
No, DC, but I'm specifically pointing out the Xbox One X for a reason. The Xbox One X is the most powerful home console ever, right? The
Correct.
problem is the PlayStation 4 has a greater install base. So what third-party developers is looking at is, okay, you have more power, but if we make the PS4 version or the PlayStation's version look inferior to yours, then we're not going to make as much money on that guaranteed install base. So what they're going to do is they're not going to make games look drastically different. As a matter of fact, I'd be willing to bet, because if I'm looking at it from a business standpoint, I'd be willing to bet that third-party developers is going to make the games look and run the same pretty much across the board, because they want to get that, because 65 million home consoles install base, that's $60. That's a guaranteed $60. Well, that's $60 at least 65 million times if everyone get one. But but the Xbox One X, it just came out and it costs $500. They're not going to get as much money off of the One X, even though it's more powerful. And that's what's going to shoot Microsoft in their foot, because they don't have not one exclusive game that make people say, look, I want to go spend $500 and buy this game. I have to play that because this is the only place I can get it. And because they do not have that, and because the PlayStation has that huge install base, that is why the Xbox One X isn't going to sell as much. Or it might sell quite a bit, but third-party developers isn't going to max out on that console's power, because they're going to make more money keeping at the same level with the PlayStation console.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
PlayStation's where the money is.
You're right about what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Some developers are going to max it out regardless, because some people such as Ubisoft, they're all about tech and they're all about pushing the envelope. I mean, people who do console parity, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get a Pro patch and you're going to get an X patch. The X patch is going to be stronger, more defined, more detailed than the Pro patch. You come out at console parity, that way nobody can complain. Okay, it's the same game. You get a Pro patch to enhance your game. It looks better, it runs a little smoother, it looks cleaner, whatever the case may be. You get the X patch, and it's going to be the same difference. It looks better, it runs better. You know what I mean? It's the same difference. It's going to be the same thing. And the X patch,
and then,
for some developers, it's going to look better than the Pro patch.
And then, well, hopefully that patch works, because Sony also came out and said, Sony they also have contracts with some of these third-party developers to where they're contractually obligating them not to make games look inferior on Sony consoles.
Yeah, that's the marketing deal, and that only works for the marketing deal games they have. So, for example, Call of Duty. What else do they have the marketing deal on? They have a marketing deal on Destiny 2.
Battlefield?
No, Battlefield is Battlefield's EA. They're in Microsoft's camp. Microsoft has Assassin's Creed. That's marketing deal games, and that's always the way it's been. That's why Call of Duty was always better on Xbox and always had the bigger install base and competitive play on the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? It had the DLC 3 months early and all that kind of stuff. So that is not going to be the be all end all in the decision making. It does take effect, but only for a few games they have the marketing deal for. Because at the end of the day, like I told people before, was people are complaining that like Destiny 2 is not going to be 60 frames on PS4 Pro or on Xbox One X, and I'm just like, you can't do that. You have to have it equal across the board. You can't have base Xbox players or base PS4 players playing 30 frames and everyone else playing 60. That's an unbalanced, uneven playing field. People who have 60 frames would destroy the people who have 30 frames. You have 30 extra frames to work with. Your response is going to be better. Your character's movements will be faster. I mean, it's a completely uneven playing field. They can't do that. So if you want to look, so if you really want to get technical about it, technically, everybody worry about PS4 Pro, Xbox One X. You know, really, if you want to really get technical about it, PS4 vanilla and Xbox One vanilla are really what's holding back their bigger brothers. If you want to really get technical about it, not, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact of the matter is, you have to make the game work with every version of every Xbox, and you have to make the game work with every version of every PS4. That's really what's holding them back, if anything.
Yeah, there's too many versions of one Xbox and PS4, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But that only furthers my point. That takes away what's special from the Xbox One X, because if these consoles are already holding them back, based on what you say, and the Xbox and Microsoft doesn't have any exclusives coming out that make people want to buy the One X, they just invested all this money into a console that's not going to get used to its full potential no time soon, because developers also look at the install base. The install base of the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One is so much higher than the Pro and the One X. They can't ignore it because they want the money. You know,
yeah,
I'm
telling you, bro. I'm telling you, man. They're just gonna do patches. They're just gonna do a patch to make your game look better and run smoother. Atari got the patch. Horizon got the patch. NBA 2K18 got the patch. They're just gonna do a patch. Or matter of fact, what Microsoft probably would do is what the PS4 Pro did, which PC has. Basically, you have the performance mode. Like you can, like they have boost mode in the Pro, where you can turn it on as a feature built to the Pro itself. It has nothing to do with developers, and basically you turn it on, and basically it will start taking advantage of the extra processing power in the RAM and the memory, and basically it will run your game smoother. You know, stabilize your frames, make it look cleaner, things like that. And that's built onto the console itself. And, you know, they'll probably have something like that for the Xbox One X. So, you know what I mean?
Well, here's my only question. What's the difference between them just go ahead and making a more advanced version for the One X than putting the patch? Because if someone uses the patch and everyone else is using 30 frames, they use the patch that bumped theirs up to 60 frames. That's still unfair when you get online.
They're not going to do that. It's only going to be 30 to 60 frames in maybe the single player mode or a single player game, or if the multiplayer is already 60 frames, they may be stabilized to 60 frames, make it run smoother. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to make 60 frames from a game that's already 30 frames, and when the other versions of the console aren't 60 as well. They're not going to do that. I mean, like I said before, the thing for Xbox One X that people are failing to realize, the Xbox One X is made, number one, because a lot of millions of people asked Phil Spencer, their president, for a stronger Xbox One, because they got tired of the base Xbox One, you know, and even the S, because the S is made with some Blu-ray stuff, but not really stronger than the original Xbox, you know, being outshined by the PS4. That was the main reason, you know, these core Xbox fans asked for it. So he did what his fan base asked him to do. Number two, the Xbox One X is a viable option for people who do not like the PC game, have no interest in PC gaming, will never PC game, whatever the case may be. So if you don't care about PC gaming, but you care about Xbox games, but you're not going to get a PC to play the same games, that Xbox One X is a viable option for you to play in with the best resolution and frame rate that's available per console. That's for that demographic of people.
I mean, that sounds good, like on paper.
I mean, it's the truth. There's a lot of people, including myself, who will be getting the Xbox One X.
But that power of the Xbox One is, and you know, this is all speculation.
I mean, even the small things we're taking for granted, like the menu screen, it runs in 4K. The home menu screen runs in 4K.
But the power of the Xbox One X, because of the position it's in, that power is rarely going to be used to its full potential.
It'll be used with their exclusives. It'll be used with their exclusives. So, for example, Crackdown 3. I'm about to tell you. Just calm down, Rondell. Their first party's already games are already out. Forza Motorsport 7 coming out, 4K 60. Crackdown, native 4K. I think it's 30 frames. State of Decay 2, 4K. I'm not sure if it's 30 or 60. We're gonna find out when it comes out. What's that game called? Oh my goodness, I'm drawing a blank right now. There's another one coming out next year. They got coming too. There's also an exclusive that's gonna be native 4K. Life is Strange, native 4K.
Okay.
There's they have a bunch of 2018 games coming out that are 4K.
So here's my question: where were all? Suddenly they got all of these exclusives that you just named. Suddenly, where were all these exclusives when you were revealing the console at E3? Because
that's when they showed the exclusives. No, yes they did. You might have to go back and watch that conference again. They show all those games. They even had a special trailer for State of Decay 2.
And then also only one of those games you said only one of those games you said might be a console seller. But then again, even with those games, because you can't mention Gears or Halo or something because those games are not even in the sight of coming out on the
no. Gears 4 is already out. Halo's already out, but they are getting. You're right. Those games are already out. But they are. But here's the thing, though.
I'm saying not one of those exclusives you named that's coming out like within the first year of the Xbox One X lifespan. Not one of those games is a console seller to the point where people will buy this $500 console.
That's not. I disagree with that. I disagree with that. State of Decay 2 is actually going to be huge for Microsoft. Crackdown 3 is also going to be huge for Microsoft. Those are two big games people have waited years to see for Xbox. They have waited since 360 to get both of those games. Both of those are going to be, especially State of Decay 2, because that's a big multiplayer game. So will Crackdown be a big multiplayer game. Both of those games are actually pretty big on the Microsoft side of things. And Crackdown comes out this year. And unlike Sony, they actually had one big exclusive coming this year, because Sony has none coming this year, only next year.
But Sony doesn't need
Spider-Man.
You always need games coming out. Spider-Man's 2018. Days Gone was 2018. God of War is 2018.
Sony has a larger install.
Sony's getting comfortable. They cruise for that conference. But
didn't they have like a whole bunch of exclusives that was still coming out this year?
No. What PlayStation exclusives coming out this year? Fall's the biggest time of the year for games. What exclusives are coming out for Sony this year?
There are no exclusives coming out this year, you see. But the difference is Sony, they're saving all their exclusives for next year because they know this year, even during the holiday season, there is no way that Microsoft and Nintendo will catch up when it comes to consoles in home. They got 65 million plus.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No, DC, it does matter. I'm going to tell you why. They have all their exclusives coming out next year so they can compete with Nintendo or Microsoft next year. They don't need all their exclusives to come out this year because they're good. They're already ahead. They need all their exclusives to come out next year so they can compete because Nintendo just announced that they got Metroid Prime 4 coming out. And then they got...
And that might come out to 2020 for all we know.
But no one knows. No one knows because DC.
That game cannot be that far in development because they only show the picture.
DC. For the past year and a half, Retro Studios and the developers of Deus Ex Revolution have been working on a game. No one like they haven't said what game it was, but for the past year and a half, they've been working on a game. Retro Studios is the studio that works on Metroid. Like every release of Metroid, there's a studio that work on it. And then at E3, Nintendo comes out and says, "Oh, Metroid Prime 4 is in development." No one knows when that game come out. No one knows what Nintendo's gonna do next year at E3. Metroid Prime 4 holiday season, of 2018. No one knows if that's gonna happen. That's why Sony put all their exclusives next year because they don't know what Nintendo's gonna do, and they don't know what Microsoft's gonna do. So they like, look, we don't need to put no exclusives out this year. Let's put them all out next year so we can compete.
That's all sounds good on paper, but getting comfortable is one of the things you can always do to get snuck up on. There's no excuse whether they win or not. There's no excuse for a lackluster conference like that. That was a disgrace. No excuse. Sony should be ashamed of themselves. I'm telling you right now, if I had went to E3 this year, I would have been pissed off. I'm being dead serious. I did not come to see the shit I saw in 2016. Bad conference. I don't care how you spin it. But I will say...
It was just fake. That's all it was. Just fake.
I will say, though, Nintendo did win this conference this year because they did show new games. They got games come out this year and next year.
I got no choice but to show no game. Their system just came
out. Nintendo, I mean, the Switch is doing pretty well and everything, but Nintendo has a lot to prove to a lot of the core demographic gamers.
Yeah, they do.
And the thing I like about the console that Nintendo came out with is it's a good secondary console to have. Like it doesn't get in the way of the PS4. It's like or the Xbox One X. Like if you own one or the other, it's like because the Nintendo Switch is a hybrid console, you know, even if you dock it, like it's like even if you dock it and play it on your television, it's impossible for this console to replace your PS4 or your Xbox One. It still has great games, still has good graphics, but it's impossible for it to replace it. But it's a good secondary console to have, you know. So it's like I think Nintendo did it smart with trying to make a secondary console instead of trying to go for the jugular, you know. Like look, we about to make a beast home console.
Yeah, they had no choice though. If you ask me, because if they came up with a traditional console, nobody's gonna pick that over, you know, that PS4, Xbox One. It just wasn't gonna happen.
Which is true. Well, the thing about it is.
So you think Nintendo? You think Nintendo won E3 as well?
Do I think Nintendo won E3?
Yeah.
I think Nintendo won E3. I mean, it wasn't by a large margin, but I think Nintendo won E3. But Nintendo did what they had to do, especially because of the failure of the Wii U. They had to come out swinging this year. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Nintendo did. This year they came out swinging. Microsoft came out with their new console. So it's like, and like you said, DC, it's kind of sad that, you know, Sony, even if it's for business reasons, they did come out chill this year. They didn't come out swinging. Came out and showed their face like, hi, we're here, you know. But, you know, I think, you know, Nintendo, they came and showed out because they kind of had to, because the Switch is kind of their last, you know.
They don't last a while. If the Switch fails, nobody will ever put faith in Nintendo again, except for the most die-hard Nintendo fans like yourself, Titan. But except for those people, nobody else will ever give Nintendo a second look. I know. I'm telling you right now, I know I won't.
Nintendo, yes, the Nintendo Switch has to be successful. So the success of the Switch, because they've hit some pretty impressive numbers and stuff, it doesn't surprise me, because if Nintendo wasn't doing these numbers, then this would be their last hardware that they put out. They'd pretty much be a third party.
I don't think Nintendo would start even putting out hardware. What I think they would do is they would just keep coming out with more and more systems. You know, trying to find something that sticks, and just keep failing until they eventually will be forced to go third party.
Well, I think Nintendo will go probably full portable before they went third party, because
that's another option.
Because their 3DS line is doing great, but pretty much that's kind of what they did, because this is a hybrid console, but it's more of a portable than it is a home console. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can dock it and play it on your TV, and it has some pretty great like graphics for a portable. It's excellent. You know, but this is kind of a portable console. So Nintendo did kind of retreat to where they're dominant at. You know, which is really saving them, because at this point, because of their reputation, there's no way they could come out with a traditional console and compete with Sony and Microsoft. You know. It's like they can't beat Sony and Microsoft at what they do, so they try to do their own thing, still exist, but not do the exact same thing that PlayStation.
Now the Switch games are coming out this year. What are you buying? What are you picking up since you have a Switch?
Out of Switch games, well, I have ARMS. I'm playing that.
How's ARMS?
ARMS is a pretty good game. I like ARMS because, like, it's a different fighting mechanic, but I like it because it's challenging, because it's like you can't just pick the game up and button mash and end up winning. It's like it's so technical, and it's depth to it, to where it's like you actually have to sit down with it and get some skills before you can be a beast in it, you know. And it's a pretty good fighting game, pretty solid. If you look at the reviews, it got pretty solid scores, getting like 8 out of 10s. Metacritic gave it a 78. It's getting 4 out of 5s and stuff like that. So it's a pretty solid fighting game. You know what I'm saying? It's something fresh, something innovative. you know, it's pretty fun. You know, it's pretty competitive. Like it's not it's not the type of game you can just get up and it's so easy that you be bored with it for the next couple of days. Like bored with it after a week. It's like it's so challenging. It kind of forces you to play it so you can get better. And then you know with the rank system and everything, it kind of amps you to like get better and compete, rank up, you know, and stuff like that. So it's a pretty solid game. I know Skyrim is coming out for it.
A 7-year-old game. Does anybody care?
Well, the reason why I'm buying it because Skyrim's this year also coming out for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, Xbox One X, and all that. And that's really on Bethesda. For some reason, they just won't leave Skyrim alone. But
so well for them.
But I'm gonna buy it on the Switch because it's portable. Also because it's like if these games like we're only getting like a couple third-party games on the Switch, and if they don't sell, third parties are gonna use that as an excuse to not develop for it and stuff. So it's so it's like Nintendo is still inside that boat to where they need to quit being prideful and go kick out some of this cash because they got cash. They just don't want to spend it. They need to kick out this cash to these third-party developers. So, and then you feel third-party developers are kind of hesitant to put games on a console within this first year because the Wii U did horrible, which is understandable. So, but it's a couple games I plan on getting for the Switch this year. A couple good ones. But
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what they are, nigga. What's up?
Say what?
I'm still waiting for you to tell me what they are.
You like Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
I plan on getting ARMS. I
Wait
have
a minute,
ARMS.
you already heard that.
I plan on getting that Pokemon tournament, that Pokemon fighting game that Tekken developers created.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. I plan on getting that.
Hey, what else?
And
Man, homie. Mike. Wait a minute, homie. Mike fucking up. Mike fucking up, homie. Ty, your mic's messing up, bro. Pull your mic out and pull it back in. They started talking about Nintendo. They cut them off. Sony said, "Nah, man, you gonna cut that shit off."
Nintendo said, "You're not promoting us."
Sony was like, "Nah, man, you ain't talking about Switch out here, dog. You ain't talking about Switch out here." They're tired about these competitors. What you think about E3, Naruto, man? You all quiet and shit, dog. What's up?
Kasai was talking. Well, I thought it was E3. It was nice. It wasn't flashy like last year, but well, I think one was. I didn't see Nintendo, so I can't say Nintendo. Didn't see it because I was out and about. So far, I thought Xbox was it was good. I thought Xbox. I like Xbox. PlayStation had my favorite games that I wanted to see. A couple of them. God of War, especially one of them, and definitely Spider-Man. Shadow of Colossus was a big surprise to me. Uncharted 4, good. It was good. I like it.
So man, we're hearing what Naruto talk about E3.
That was E3. Wolfenstein was also. I like Wolfenstein too. That was also nice.
Those racist.
What? A lot of people were excited with Wolfenstein and the Evil Within too. That made a lot of people say. A lot of people said. A lot of people said Ubisoft. I mean, Bethesda won. I mean, wait. Which company brought out Wolfenstein? Was that Bethesda or was that Ubisoft? Bethesda. A lot of people thought some people thought that Bethesda won because those games or whatever. They got a little cult following. People really excited about those games. But Ty, what Switch games this fall are you picking up?
that was about it.
I ain't heard you say
Mario
something about
Odyssey.
Splatoon 2 and something else.
Yeah, Splatoon 2. Like, I'm only gonna pick up probably like 3 more Switch games. It's gonna be cause I have Zelda, but we all know that's a pretty good game. It sold pretty well. It's Zelda. And ARMS. I'm just gonna get Splatoon 2, Pokemon Tournament, and then I'm gonna get Skyrim on the game. Or like I'm gonna get
I'm really
Skyrim.
curious to hear how Skyrim
this year.
runs on Switch.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I'm getting it. Cause I'm curious to see like how it's gonna run.
No
just
Fire,
see, like-
no Fire Emblem Warriors.
Fire Emblem Warriors. I might wait on that because
No Mario Odyssey. What's going on?
Mario Odyssey is gonna sell well. We all know it's gonna sell great. I'm just not a big Mario dude. Like, I mean, I'm gonna get it
not about Mario
eventually.
fan.
Man, I don't
That's
know,
like,
man.
that's
It's
like, man, I love PlayStation, but I can't stand Kratos or Drake. What, nigga?
I mean, I like Mario, but I'm like, it's some stuff I want to buy for my PlayStation 4 too. Like, it's some multi-plats this year that, you know, so I'm like,
You better go get that One X, man.
thinking-
While you're out here playing.
See, I don't know about One X, man. I don't know.
I'm getting
still
mine.
not sold on it.
I don't begin this year, but I'm definitely getting mine.
It's for my
Oh,
Xbox
man,
then,
look.
for the one.
You get
I
it.
said when I get
and
mine,
you tell me how
I'm
it
sending,
is.
I'm sending, when I get mine, don't worry, I'm sending all y'all link to my unboxing on my channel. Don't worry, I got y'all. I got y'all.
See, when you get the One X, you tell me how it is, man. And one off of
Hey.
your review of it.
I wear glasses,
gotta
nigga.
be
I do wear
honest.
glasses, nigga. I need the best streaming. I need the best quality. Period. You know, I'm using that as an excuse, but yeah. Like I said, I have no interest in PC gaming, and I like Xbox, whatever. So I'm fucking with it. Cursed game, Gears of War 4. Yes, sir. Yeah, I
So,
don't know how it is. BL?
So DC.
BL
Yes.
tells us what you thought about E3.
I didn't. I thought it was decent at best. I thought last year's was better.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
Like, I'm happy for Microsoft for stepping their game up, but it's not by much.
Yeah.
Even though their system's coming out, they don't have that many exclusive games coming out the same year with it. This is kind of funny. Every time I gotta wait till 2018 for all the games come out.
Yeah, same thing with Sony though. To be fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but guess what? Sony still has a lot of games you can play, regardless.
That's true.
But
There's
it's
Sony
like,
has a lot of games right now. Yeah.
but I'm saying it's a new system. I expect a lot more
Yeah, you
games to
expect
come
them to
out
go
with
in.
the
Yeah.
new system.
Phil Spencer admitted in the interview he needs to do more on the first party side. I tell you one thing though, I'm very disappointed that Scaleball got canceled. I was really looking forward to playing that. I thought that was
Yeah,
going to be a
that's
pretty
shocking.
cool game.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool.
Yes, Scalebound would have been that game.
I mean, from what I hear, apparently, and Platinum has a history of taking on too many projects. They're a small team, and we try to do 4 or 5 games at one time. You know, because Platinum really they have a lot of okay games or mediocre games. They don't really have. It's very rare to get a break. Everybody get a breakout here and there, like Bayonetta or something. A lot of the games are just okay or mediocre or something like that. You know, and then with Scalebound, from what I heard, apparently Microsoft, like this game, apparently from what I heard, it's supposed to come out like the game's supposed to come out like in 2012 or 2013 or something like that. Well, Platinum kept telling them, you know, we're not ready. You know, we're not done yet. We're not ready, or whatever. And they kept getting more money and more time, and they just kept, oh, we're not finished, we're not ready, you know, this and that. And eventually, I guess Microsoft got tired of this shit and just like, look, man, it's been like 5-6 years. Y'all can get the game together. I mean, what's up? Yeah, we want to let you go. And they ain't just canceling it, whatever. Oh yeah, hey Titan, you didn't hear what I said, did you, Titan?
No.
I was saying that with the Scalebound, whatever, from what I heard was, you know, one of the rumors going around was that basically the game's supposed to come out in 2012, 2013 or something like that. I guess it's supposed to launch with the Xbox One or something. But basically, you know, Platinum wasn't ready with the game, wasn't finished and stuff, had still a lot of work to do, whatever. So Microsoft, you know, basically they kept extending their years. They kept giving them more and more money, you know, for the game. you know, and then every year or whatever they wanted the game, you know, be done on the radio, whatever, there's, you know, had an excuse or, you know, so eventually it got to the point where I guess Microsoft got fed up. Was like, we have paid you such amount of money, you had such amount of years, and we still got no, the game's not even halfway done, or, you know, only 70% or whatever the case may be. I guess they just got tired of it, just pulled the plug on it altogether.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens when you got a small team making your game who is, you know, trying to do, you know, 4 or 5 games at one time and shit. I mean, they did a Turtles game, they did the Bayonetta game, you know, they did what else did Platinum do? Just this generation alone. Oh, they did the Transformers game. You know, they take on too many projects. Microsoft needs to find some kind of team who can, you know, because the thing with Sony is, one reason they have good first-party studios is because they had these people making these games from, you know, 20 years ago in the 90s. You know, they were small indie, you know, indie people, you know, small teams. Like Naughty Dog wasn't always this big badass. They were a small team, you know, who made Jack and Dexter that happened to do, you know, pretty solid, pretty well. You know, it's only, you know, kept them on board, you know, kept, you know, pretty much, you know, kept them in their pocket. Okay, that game did pretty well, this series did pretty well, you know, makes 3 games, and then came out with Uncharted, you know, did okay, did pretty good for itself. And then came out with Uncharted 2, and it was all over after that. You know, but they had to, you know, stay with them. You know, Microsoft needs some, get some of these indie developers and stuff, you know, throw them some money, you know, and let them see what they can do. The problem with Microsoft is all 360 just got lucky because all their games are pretty much third party, and they just bought them as, when the games did well, then it was like, okay, we're gonna buy you guys out or something like that. You know, instead of investing in them and, you know, putting faith in them, buying them out, and then, you know, having them exclusive, they waited to see how they perform first. Because Gears 1 and 2 were not exclusive to 360. They didn't really get exclusive like, you know, Gears of War 3. When they bought out Epic Studios. Well, not Epic Studios, but the rights to the Gears of War series.
Yeah.
So, I will ask Kuja his opinion on E3, but he don't count, so I'm going to skip him. He ain't watch it anyway.
Yo, hold on. What about that Star Wars Battlefront 2 game?
Star Wars Battlefront 2? Star Wars Battlefront 2, it looked pretty good from what they showed in the gameplay trailer or whatever. The game looked pretty good. They claim they fixed all the problems. It sounds good on paper. They added all the DLC is gonna be free. You know what I'm saying? The actual like becoming like the actual heroes or villains, or buying becoming a robot, or any X-wing or anything like that. All that works kind of like how Uncharted works now, where you get points or money within the game that you're playing, and you use that to purchase something within the in-game store. So that's a smart way of handling it. That's a really smart way of handling it. So no more just finding a random coin and get and becoming Darth Vader or something. Now it's actually okay. Right. I can actually purchase who I want to be. If I get these points. So that's pretty cool. And they also say there's a full-fledged story mode. It seems like they're trying to fix every problem the first one had, but I don't know. I'm gonna wait till post-launch when everybody has it and reviews are out and word of mouth. I'm waiting to see what people are saying. I didn't fall for the first one. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. I told it to buy it tight and listen to me like the rest of these niggas. 6 months later, you're crying. So I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting to see.
Yeah, that was shovelware. Yeah, that was definitely shovelware.
So we'll see, but it looks cool. I'm really curious about Anthem. I want to see more on that when that's coming out. What's it going to be like. What other games were there? Black Desert Online, which is a PC game formerly, that's on console now. I think it's console launched to Xbox One. I'm not sure when it's from the PS4. That looks pretty cool. It's an MMORPG, but it's a little actiony, like where I wish Final Fantasy 14 could be. Like that game looks pretty cool. Almost like Monster Hunter with supernatural abilities. It looks pretty tight. That looks pretty tight. I had my eye on that one for sure. I was like, that looks pretty good. See what else did they show? If these conferences look good. That was the EA show. Battlefield 1 DLC. I mean, Battlefield 1 beta disappointed me. But the game always looks good though. When they show the game, it always looks good. Call of Duty 2. That looked cool, whatever. But World War 2, I should say, not Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty World War 2. That looked cool or whatever. My thing with Call of Duty is they don't make any gameplay innovations in that series. Okay, you got rid of health regeneration, you got 5 health packs. Cool. Old school. You got rid of recoil on all your guns. Arcade. Old school, you know, okay. But my thing is, where's the destruction at? You know, there's still no vehicles online. You know, I still can't shoot dudes to walls or what? You know what I'm saying? Somebody hiding in the shed, I can't blow it up with an RPG, it's gonna still be standing. You know, there's no gameplay innovations, you know, like Battlefield has. And that's what bothers me with Call of Duty. They haven't innovated enough.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree. It's like they won't do anything new. It's like they didn't try to innovate. Like they tried to take ideas from like other games that were already out that kind of innovated. You know, like Titanfall and different games. And then when that didn't work, they went back to what was safe. You know, they haven't really done anything new. Like, you know.
Yep. Okay, so let's go talk about this news. Atari has a brand new console coming out. Atari is back in the game. It's actually by the CEO of Atari. This dude's name is Fred. He had an interview here at E3. Dude's name is Fred Chesnias. I'm sorry, I'm butchering this man's name, but yeah, dude had an interview, and Atari's officially come back with a new home console. Can you believe it? I know I can't believe it. I think it's absolutely, at this point in this time in this day and age, I think off the top of my head my first initial reaction is suicide. I don't think it's going to sell unless they come out with games that look absolutely just freaking amazing. Like when you see them, like, oh my god, like how Anthem was when you first saw it, you immediately it had your attention. You couldn't wait to get your hands on it. Unless they come out with a plethora of games like that, I don't see it going nowhere.
I mean, it was an actual like in-game footage that was more so, you know. That was like a cinematic. Pretty much a giant commercial, like
yeah. It's just a little tease, or whatever. Yeah.
But I don't know what to say about Atari, man. Like I don't know, man. They haven't been around for a while, making consoles anyway. Like you know. They
what's up, Kylo Ren? How you doing, man? Welcome to the podcast, bro.
You know, like I don't know about Atari.
You hear about the news, Naruto, man?
About the Atari?
So you all shucking the driving somewhere. Atari with a new console. What do you think about that, player?
And I don't have my opinion on Atari that much. The last Atari game I played.
But it's a whole new console, though, dog. What do you think about them in the console gaming today? Do you think it can make it?
Like whoever said that's suicide, I totally agree with them.
I said it was suicide.
It's pretty much suicide.
Because there's rumors Amazon's also trying to get into the space too, because they bought out Double Helix, and there's rumors they're gathering indie game developers and stuff and trying to come out with something. I'm just like, Amazon, y'all trying to lose the money y'all made off all these, sell all the merchandise. You know, go ahead and get to the console business. I don't think people want another home console. And it's bad enough people have 3 options to choose from. But some people like myself get all, gonna get all 3.
It's gonna be more difficult than it already is.
That's what I'm saying.
Atari jumping into the console wars again. Suicide right now. Since like everybody's still fighting over PlayStation and Xbox now, Nintendo Switch is up and running. Now everybody's fighting over that. Atari coming into this.
Oh yeah, Kylo. We just went over Battlefield. We just went over Battle. I got somebody in the chat was asking about Battlefront 2 trailer. You just missed it. We just went over it. It looked good. But like I just said, I'm going to wait till after the game comes out, post launch, Wait for reviews. Wait what my friends are saying because I know people are going to get it just because they believe in the hype. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid the first game. I didn't buy into it. The beta didn't impress me. And most people, after they played it for like 6 months, they were like, yeah, this wasn't that hot. So, the trailer looks good, though. What they show of the trailer looked pretty good. But one thing I thought was kind of funny, when they had that, was it 40-man multiplayer demonstration or whatever, and it was like 20 versus 20? If that was 20 versus 20, when they did that little gameplay or whatever on EA stage, that looked awfully dead to be 20 versus 20.
That was what?
You remember when they had that like gameplay demonstration on stage at EA when they was doing the Battlefront 2 gameplay or whatever?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 20 versus 20. That's what they said, right?
Yep. That's what they
but
said.
am I the only one who thought that looked awfully dead? Like there wasn't many people for it to be 20 versus 20?
Yeah. I mean, I think it felt that way.
I see more action than Uncharted 5 versus 5.
Players. You know, it's like they only focus on like a couple players, but you know.
I don't even think they were focused on that many players anyway. I mean, Battlefield 1 is a good game. Don't get me wrong, it's a good game. But it was interesting to me. That's why I always like ask like, yo, what's so great about Battlefield if I want to buy it? But when I saw in the gameplay for E3, it wasn't interesting. It was just shooting after shooting after shooting. So it was just boring to me.
Yep, I feel it. Yeah, I mean, actually, it looked cool, man. It looked cool. Like I said, it looked good. But game. Looking good and being good are two different things. I'll wait. Like I said, they promised all DLC free across the board, story mode. You know what I'm saying? They're making promises. You know, they sound good and all, but I'll wait and see if it's all true. And just because it's a story mode in the game, like people ask for it, doesn't mean it's gonna be a good story mode. That's another thing people gotta realize. Just you putting story mode in the game doesn't mean it's gonna be a good story mode. Story mode could be mediocre. We'll have to wait and see, though. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Battlefront 2, Big L?
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's way better than the first one.
Are you going to buy it?
I think it's beta free. I think
it's supposed to be a beta. I'm not sure if it's closed or open, though.
Well, I know it's going to be open beta. I'm going to try it out. If I like it, I probably will buy it. You can beat so many different Jedis and what they call the ones, evil and Sith Lords.
I want to play as the clones. Yeah, the clones is cool.
They brought back the droids, though.
Yeah, the clones is cool. Yeah, it's cool that you get to play as all the droids, the clones, you know, and they have like all 3 sagas in there. That's pretty freaking dope.
I was just surprised when they brought back the droids.
Yeah, Darth Maul was freaking dope. Yeah, the prequel, even got the prequels and shit in there. That's pretty dope. People hate what I want about the prequel movies, episode 1 through 3, but I like Darth Maul. He was dope. He was pretty cool. I remember back in the day, he was like, "What do you like on the Happy Meals or like on like McDonald's Happy Meals or something like that?" Back in the day, I forget. He was on something. I remember seeing him as a kid. Like he was on something, some kind of marketing or something. But getting back to this Atari, so what you think, Big Al? You think Atari can last in the console home space?
Man, like at this day and age, anything's possible. I don't believe them for getting that far, but hey, man, you never know.
See, the reason why I don't think they'll be successful, the reason why I don't think they'll be successful is because, you know, they come out with a handheld, Nintendo's gonna eat them alive. They come out with a home console, you gotta worry about PlayStation, which is a juggernaut, and you gotta worry about Microsoft. You know, so it's like, so it's like they really have no leeway when it comes to, because either Nintendo's gonna dominate them in the handheld, or PlayStation, Microsoft's gonna dominate them when it comes to the home console. So it's like there's no opening for them. Like if they were coming in and then one of the areas were lacking, then one of them could be their bread and butter. But because they're like dominant, like these 3 companies are dominant in like their areas, it's like Atari gonna have to come for somebody's spot. They're gonna have to come and compete with somebody. So it's like who they're gonna compete with, and will they have the hardware power and the software to be able to do it? Because for all we know, this could be another Ouya, you know, or freaking, you know what I'm saying, something like that. So
Is that nigga Cool J still here? Nigga Fathead ran out. He ran off. So, my boy Kylo Ren in the chat, he's asking, he's saying that he heard Bethesda's gonna make people start paying for their mods. I guess for the console version. Or I'm not sure for the PC version or the console version, but he's asking us, is that true or not? I haven't heard anything about that. I don't play. I don't really personally play PC games. I don't know. As far as the mods go, I know that they're late to PS4 with Fallout, I think, and they were free on the Xbox from what I know. But I'm not sure. First I've heard of that.
I thought. Wait, what you said? You see, you had to pay for the Fallout mods on PS4?
He was asking. He heard that you had to pay for the mods, but that's gonna make people start charging them for the mods. But he was wondering, was that true, or that was just like, hearsay?
So far, last time I hopped on Fallout 4, and that was like a month ago, the mods were still free.
It could just be in the future games or something. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that, because I personally don't follow Bethesda games, so I don't really know.
See, what I heard was for the console versions for this new edition of Skyrim that's coming out. What I heard is for the console versions, like they're gonna make people who buy the console versions pay for mods. Like pay the mod. Like they're gonna make them pay the mod. That's what I heard. Like I don't think it's gonna affect the PC, but as far as consoles,
yeah, it can't get away with certain things on PC. Console version though, that's one thing about PC versus console. Console version, we have no choice but to let them rip us off. On PC, you have to deal with that bullshit. Because you can easily just go and get the shit for free. And nothing they can do about it.
Yeah, and they know that, but
Well, like I said, I don't play Bethesda games really anyway. I don't care about Fallout personally. Or, Wolfenstein. It looks fun and all, but, but I ain't tripping over it. Same thing with the Evil Within, too. Skyrim. I played Skyrim on PS3. It was cool. It's a cool game and all, but I'm not like, oh my god, Skyrim, I got to have it. Oh my god, Skyrim, like, come on, bro. Like, Skyrim, it's cool, it's fun, but I'm not like, oh my god, I gotta get this game in. I was never under the Skyrim, spell like some of these people were. I mean, it was a cool game, but where did it come out? 2011, I think? 2011? Yeah, because I think one game a year. I was playing Uncharted 3.
See, I think the mods is kind of what made that game. I'm thinking kind of, like, not that it's not a good game, but most people were so hype about, modding the game and stuff like that, along with everything else it had to offer, because it's like modding is kind of, more like a part of that game than any other game, it seems like. So it's like, like them making people pay for it, it's just, it makes sense, but it's kind of ridiculous, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. Would you play for mods, Big L?
Pay for mods, sure, why not?
You gonna pay for mods, nigga?
Of course not, come on now.
But they enhance your game. They make you a better gamer. They're cool to look at.
They are cool to look at, but would I pay for it? No.
You gonna pay for it?
I mean,
but by the way, check your messenger.
Everyone's gonna pay for it because
I'm trying to watch Super Chill.
It's not like we're gonna buy PCs.
I watched news episode of Super. It was interesting. It was interesting. Frieza was going in. It was interesting. The golden goon was getting his in. Good old Frieza. Everybody's favorite villain.
Frieza.
So, IR Interactive apparently is keeping their Hitman franchise, because Square Enix pretty much, gave them the boot or whatever. So they're keeping the Hitman franchise, and they're pretty much going independent as a studio. Just going to be doing their own thing.
So what's the next title?
I have no idea what it's going to be. I know they're supposed to be still coming up with DLC and stuff for Hitman, like expansions or whatever, time expansions. I mean, I never really into the Hitman series.
Play that game?
Yeah, I mean, Hitman. I mean, there's mixed reviews of the series. People say the last one was pretty good. There's a couple, the last one that was good was a couple years ago. Everybody has their favorite one and everything.
Yeah, the Hitman from last year wasn't bad. It was good.
I mean,
It
unfortunately,
kept the
Pavement's
roots
not
of the
here.
shit.
Pavement knows this. He plays the Hitman games pretty hardcore. He would probably know the best. But I never really got to the Hitman series personally, so I don't want to see no studio close down or nothing. But you know, if they did close down, it wouldn't hurt me. It wouldn't, swear off my ass. You know, it'd be nothing to me because I don't play their games anyway. But hopefully they do. Hopefully they do well. Hopefully they manage to make enough money to be their own studio. Maybe come up with something more that I'm interested in. Because I'll tell you right now, seeing the studio close down, it's just sad to see. Especially with a really good studio like United Front Games. Oh, I almost cried when they got closed down. I was so upset. United Front Games, for people who don't know, made Sleeping Dogs, aka True Crime Hong Kong. Oh, that was such a great game. Oh, I love that game. That game was amazing. And it was working on not a sequel, but a game kind of that lore of Sleeping Dogs called Triad Wars. But unfortunately, they got closed down. They shut their doors. So sad. So sad. Oh yeah, Justice 2. Oh, Justice 2 is amazing, bro. Justice 2 is that game. Justice 2 is that game. I personally am not worried about Tekken 7. Justice 2 is that game. Justice 2, in my opinion, should be fighting game of the year, hands down. Hands freaking down.
Fighting game of the year. See, thing is, it should.
And don't forget Kylo Ren, Sasuke. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. Subscribe to me. Check me out. We stream every week. PSN Player Chat. Also got the Dragon Ball podcast every Sunday.
Oh yeah, can't wait for that. You missed a lot of heated arguments last week. Oh man,
my God.
it was great.
What are you talking about, Big Al? I heard Lewis is killing you, dog. What happened?
Nigga, that's what dreams are for. Yeah.
That's what dreams are for. He said, "Hey, you better."
He said, that's what dreams are for.
Mark the kid, boy. He said,
That's cold, player. That's cold.
Funny.
Sound like you got a dream up in here.
Y'all tripping, man. Y'all hating.
Shit,
yeah. Justice 2 Justice is actually an ongoing comic series where Superman is evil. I'm not sure it was based off the games that was already existed, but yeah. And this one's Justice 2's way better than Justice 1. Just talking to Kylo, he's in the chat. But yeah, okay, so PS4, next topic here. PS4 cross-play with Xbox One and Nintendo Switch, or Microsoft and Nintendo. Sony doesn't want to do it, they're shutting it down, they're blocking it. What do you think about that?
Sony doing what now?
So he's stopping crossplay.
Yeah, they're stopping crossplay. They're not down for it. Xbox and Nintendo are down for it. Sony's like, nah, we good, bro. They blocking it. They don't want nothing to do with these niggas. They good.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
Here's the way I see it. And I'm gonna say this now because a lot of people don't know this. Sony reached out to Microsoft last generation, and tried to actually do something like that and work together on online servers, collaboration. Microsoft wasn't trying to hear it. They was on their 60 days, was on their high horse. They was doing good. They didn't need Sony. They had something to prove. Sony been dominant for so many years, whatever the case may be. And they basically told me, go fuck yourself. So now this generation, Microsoft reached out to Sony. It's like, hey yo, what's up? Let's do something together. And Sony's like, oh, remember what you told me so many years ago? Nah, piss off.
The pettiness.
Yeah. So the way I see it is, the way I believe is, Microsoft want do something with Sony when they were losing in the quote unquote console war. When they were up, now Sony's up, and Microsoft's getting stomped to get stomped in the fine wine. You know what I'm saying? Now they trying to reach out for a handout, or for collaboration. Sony's like, nope. They want to help me when I was down. I ain't helping you when you down. So that's the way I see it. Fair is fair. Eye for an eye, as they say. So I don't,
Well, I believe honestly, I believe that crossplay. I believe that that's the future of gaming. I think eventually, if Nintendo caves, I think eventually Sony's gonna go ahead and do it. Even if right now they're just trying to prove a point to Microsoft, Like, yeah.
I don't think they're doing it at all. They even
I don't
spoke
think
on
they're
it.
gonna do it at all.
They ain't doing it at all.
No.
They already spoke on it and said, "Nah, bro, we ain't doing it." They come up with a bullshit excuse too, something about, they came up with something like, they said something like, oh well, you know, well we there's no way to penalize you know, like if young children getting harassed or people's getting bullied, there's no way to penalize and stop somebody from another system.
Somebody's harassing them on PlayStation. I mean, on Xbox. What they can do?
They have to rework and rebuild the entire network to do something against that person. That's sure not going to happen.
Yeah, that's too much work. So that's why they said they're keeping it confidential to PlayStation only.
Well, like I said, things change because a few years ago, people were saying there'll never be console crossplay, like ever. But right now we're seeing the first stages of it. So I'm saying, yeah, that's right now. But I'm like talking like further, like in.
Here's the way I see it, Titan. I see what you're saying. Here's where I see it, though, Titan. I think nobody I think nobody who is leading has any incentive to help someone else out or do something with anybody who you know what I'm saying? Like if Nintendo hypothetically was winning, you already know Nintendo will play well with others. You know their track record. I don't think they will be down for cross-play. I think it's because they're, have the most to prove and they're trying to, kiss a little ass.
Well, I don't see cross-play as helping anyone. The reason why I don't see this helping anyone is because if your console have the exclusives, and we all know the only console that doesn't have is meaningful exclusives. If your console have exclusives, then you ain't got nothing to worry about with cross-play because there's always going to be a reason to buy your console.
This man taking more shots than a sniper, boy. You need to quit it.
That's to believe that PlayStation right now is just proving a point. I believe that eventually, it might be 2-3 years down the line, but cross-play will be the norm. I believe eventually cross-play will be the norm. With select multiplats. I think it will be the norm. But if you got console exclusives, then people are going to buy your consoles to play those exclusives. So cross-play isn't really, in my opinion, I don't think it's really gonna hurt anyone down the line when it comes to console sales. I mean, but that's just something to be seen, though. Later on.
I mean, look, I will hope you're right. I think it'd be a cool thing, But at the same time, I think there is someone to help itch, which isn't a word, to it because it's like, nah, I want you to be on my console only to play, especially because like we spoke on earlier, the bigger install base. Okay, it's popping in our lobbies. Xbox lobbies ain't popping. We don't want you to play with Xbox players. You know what I'm saying? We got 2-to-1 what they got on their Call of Duty servers. Playing on PS4 servers. So, you can't find a match in Call of Duty, or they popping over there. Come on over to PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Where it's popping at. But we got the competitive multiplayer, which is true. All competitive multiplayer for Call of Duty is over the PS4 side. But that's how I feel like they're looking at it. Like, look, man, we only benefit from you coming to us and only us for anything. And it can be arrogance. It can be getting back at them. Whatever it is. Maybe they have legitimate concerns. Maybe it's all of it. I don't know. But at the end of the day, Sony don't have to do nothing for Microsoft. Microsoft had their chance, and they blew it. And I don't think Sony's going to budge. And honestly, I think anybody who's market leader is going to budge, because unless you can do, I mean, it's one of those, okay, you want to work together. What are you doing for me? What have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to fix their mic. Damn.
Oh, God, what is that?
Somebody need to fix their mic.
Titans.
Somebody fix their mic.
Titan. Who just said Titan?
I didn't say it was Titan.
It is. I muted you, Titan.
Yeah, I didn't say it was anybody. You just go out and come back in or adjust it or something. Are you using the 3.5mm jack? Is that what you're using? Okay, yeah, it's good. So.
Don't call me out like that.
But it was you, Titan. I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing.
Calling me out like that.
Oh my God.
So y'all hear about on the side note here, y'all hear about that Xenoverse, the Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC 4?
Mm-hmm.
Saiyan Tails are coming. Super Saiyan 4 costume. The Majin mark, you know, yeah, the Majin symbol, yep. But I heard it's exclusive, and this is DLC 4 in Xenoverse 2. You can get the Majin symbol for your character. So like you've been transforming to a Majin, evil version of yourself or your character. You got the Saiyan tails finally, so Saiyans can have tails. You have the Super Saiyan 4 costume, so you can look like a Super Saiyan 4. Was there something else? Oh, there's new the costume updates for Goku and Vegeta, so they're in a normal gi. Be able to go Super Saiyan Blue.
God, I'm sick and tired of fucking other gi they were
Resurrection F, yeah, that's so outdated. Yeah, so now you'll be able to be in their actual gi they were now. And also...
Can I transform into it?
Yeah, I'm sure you can transform into it, yeah, I'm sure you can.
No, transform into Super Saiyan Blue?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of it, yeah. That's the whole point of it. Being the blue in the regular gi.
That would be great.
Because that, I mean, that's the same, I mean, it'd be pointless for it not to be, because Resurrection F already has the version where, it wouldn't make no sense if it wasn't that way, because in all his other gis he already transformed to Super Saiyan 1 to 3. In Resurrection F he has one base and one when he goes blue. So it would be pointless for them to come up with another gi you can't transform into blue. You know what I'm saying? That'd be just pointless.
I hope so. I'm tired of this shit. I hope they do better in Xenoverse 3.
So,
are they still gonna make a Xenoverse 3? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna make a Xenoverse 3 because Xenoverse caters to one type of fans, and this, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
It's Dragon Ball FighterZ just it's a competitive.
Yes, it's a competitive 2D, 2.5D, pretty different audience. I mean, there's been people from Xenoverse who goes to, that game because that's what the kind of game they wanted or the kind of game.
People are like half of my friends right now are just buying Guilty Gear now because they say, oh, people need Guilty Gear. I said, hey, I already got the game, so I'm already downloading, I'm already playing it. So the Dragon Ball FighterZ come out, I hope I already got the combos now.
Not gonna be the same thing. Yeah, I might as well forget that. It's probably gonna be similar a little bit, but it's not gonna be the same thing. Anyway, yeah, I think it's funny though that people who claim to love the universe, like, I'm sorry, but I gotta call this goon out, goon style, aka rhyme style. This man, look, let me just say it like this. Look, I let personal against rhyme style. He okay dude, he cool dude, whatever. I talked to him before on Twitter a couple times. He okay guy, okay. But that doesn't change the fact this nigga's a fraud. This man had the nerve to say, he said when Xenoverse 1 was out, Verse 4 2, okay? He said Xenoverse 1, before 2 even came out, I love Xenoverse, this is my favorite Dragon Ball game of all time. Now, what I find funny is, you get Xenoverse 2, so hype for Xenoverse 2, he played the hell out of Xenoverse 2, it's my favorite series of all time, and blah blah blah, as far as the Dragon Ball games go. Dragon Ball FighterZ come out, this nigga, this is the final game we all been waiting for. I can't wait for this. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought Xenoverse was your favorite Dragon Ball game of all time.
I hate to say, he did. At first, it said if you watch IGN YouTube channel, they were talking about a video for Dragon Ball FighterZ, and legit quote what DC said. He said, "This is the Dragon Ball Z game you were looking for." Legit quote. He said on YouTube on IGN's channel, which was kind of.
Yeah, all them fuck niggas did too. Afro Senju.
I don't know why. Afro Senju. I don't remember what Afro Senju said.
Afro Senju's okay. He basically was breaking down the games like, it's more competitive. It's definitely more caters to a Blue Kai fan or someone more competitive level. Afro Senju's okay.
He legit said like, this is the Xenoverse game we're looking for. Yeah. Mostly, you can say Xenoverse 2 is the competitive game too.
It gets competitive, and it's competitive in a sense, but not like that.
It's not like competitive.
Yeah, right. It's 3D anime-ish competitive.
It's a 3D competitive game, and it's still going to be known as a competitive game.
Like, and the thing is,
they announced it as a legit competitive game.
And my thing is just, nigga, and there's some dude on, I wrote that on his YouTube, on that video where he was talking about Dragon Ball FighterZ. I said, wait a minute, player.
Hold up, before you finish, DC. We're not throwing shit at Rhyme Style. We're not.
We're not. Yeah, we're not. I know
that's
people gonna be upset.
That's the first thing that people will go to.
No.
We're not throwing
like I
shit
said,
at
the kid's okay. I said, I had no problem with the kid. I spoke to him a couple times via social media. The kid's okay. He's not a bad guy or nothing like that. I'm just trying to figure out how you say this is my favorite game, from this particular series. Then as soon as the hot new game come out or is advertised, man, that's my favorite game. I had for this one. This is one I've been looking for. This is my best one of all time. And like, bruh, you changed your whole story and demeanor up. Because I'll tell you right now, if Raging Blast 2 was on PS4, for example, they ported to PS4. I love Raging Blast 2. Raging Blast 2 is my favorite Dragon Ball game ever. If Raging Blast 2 was on PS4, I'll be honest with you, I probably would never even got Xenoverse. I'd just be playing Raging Blast 2 still. That's how much I love that game. When I say I love a game, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. And I truly do love it. Ain't no if and ain't no if and buts in betweens. You know what I mean? That is what it is. So my man just switched up his whole thing on it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. If Dragon Ball Fire, it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good competitive game for people who wants to play competitive now. So
Yeah.
for Xenoverse players who've been playing competitive on Xenoverse, if you
Yeah.
go to this new Dragon Ball Z game, it's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same. You can't spam moves. You can't do it. You have to legit learn the combos. You have to make new combos. You got to connect all the combos. This is probably gonna be the most complicated Dragon Ball Z game so far. Because I don't remember Raging Blast 2 that much, but I'm pretty sure DC can say the combat system was probably technical in that one.
I mean, it was similar to Tenkaichi style. It was made by the same developer, but a deeper way. And a lot of people disagree and say it wasn't deep and it wasn't technical at all, and it was easy or it was a button masher, And I'm just like, oh, whatever, y'all. I love the game personally. I can
If I want to say, I can say Xenoverse is a button masher too. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
I can legit, if they're gonna say that, I can say Xenoverse 2 is a button master.
And like typically button mashing games aren't. I mean, you really can't call those competitive because it kind of really doesn't take. It's like for button mashers, but not as much as what I'm saying.
I mean, all right, we can say this. Xenoverse 2. This is because I know because I play Guild. Xenoverse 2, you could press a single button and you'll get a combo in Xenoverse 2. In Dragon Ball Z Fighters, you press one button, it's just one punch. You have to legit press other types of buttons to get a combo going. Even the analog
pressing inside a certain sequence.
It's gonna be complex. It's not gonna be easy. That's why I'm really hyped for this Dragon Ball Fighters game. I hope I'm not gonna say it's one of my favorite games, Dragon Ball Z games, because my favorite is still Tenkaichi 3. It's gonna be my favorite for no, my bad, it's not Tenkaichi 3. It's Infinite World. My bad. Infinite World was my favorite Dragon Ball Z game. But it's gonna be complex. And if you're going over this, if you just transfer over from Xenoverse, you might as well drop everything you learned from Xenoverse and hop on whatever in that Dragon Ball Fighters. You're gonna have to learn new stuff.
And then also, what I like about this new Dragon Ball Z game that's coming out, it's like I actually have a chance to win. Like if I want to use my favorite characters, but they're like lower level, like I like using Nappa. You know what I'm saying? But if I try to pull out Nappa on Xenoverse 2,
you're gonna get destroyed.
I'm gonna get destroyed. I'm gonna get ate alive. But
that's very true. Cause like Cyberman has no chance. They got low health and everything, no attack power.
Yeah, when Xenoverse 2 was made, your character was the most OP character in the game. I hate to say it. Your character was the most overpowerful character in the game.
Naruto, look at your messenger real quick.
Hold up. I gotta find my tab. Like, you're just gonna be that type of person. Cause you could somebody pull out a Goku, you could destroy that Goku in one combo with your Crescent Kick. In this game, you pull Goku, Cyberman, Nappa, and any other type of character, you might not have a chance to win.
Exactly. And Raging Blast is the only series in the Dragon Ball history that's ever actually made those characters actual equal tier. Like if you play like Tenkaichi, 1, 2, or 3, Goten, Chaozu, characters like that, they have like one health bar, or 1 or 2. They automatically have disadvantage at the beginning of the match. I'm just like, for what? Because they're small characters? Raging Blast, they don't do that. I've seen dudes, I've seen, and even had in personal battles, I played that game very competitive. I was like number 50 in the world in Raging Blast 2, in my heyday. I would play a game like I played a game for like just a year straight. I played that game. Oh man, you don't understand. I was obsessed with that game. That's all I want to do was come home play that game. You know, okay, all right, got you. All right, just text me next time, nigga. But yeah, all I want to do is play Raging Blast 2 back in the day. I played it for like a year straight, and I've seen dudes get Gold 10 and just go in on niggas in rank matches. I've seen dudes.
Every Kid Voodoo, like, oh my god.
Well, Kid Boo's is a viable character, but I'm talking about like characters who normally were low tier or had some kind of nerf or something. You know, like Chaozu, like he wasn't. You couldn't use him in Tenkaichi. You could. Like, he already had, like, not as many health bars as everybody else and stuff. Raging Blast, it wasn't like that. I think that's, in my opinion, Raging Blast 2 is the most balanced Dragon Ball game to date. That game, yo, Chaozu can run through, like, you had a good player, he can use Chaozu, he can use Kid Trunks, he can use Birder. I've seen dudes use Naizu from Cooler Squadron, or Dory from Cooler Squadron. Go in on niggas. It's crazy. I'm like, man, that's one thing about Raging Blast 2. You can use anybody in that game. If you're good enough, it can be viable.
I mean, but I think the Dragon Ball Z fighters might be more balanced.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely, definitely. That's actually a real fighting game.
That's the reason why I trust it. Because when the people who make Guilty Gear, they make every single character balanced. There's not one single overpowered character I've seen so far when I was playing the game. There's not one overpowered character. That's why I said, yo, Dragon Ball FighterZ is in a good hands with a good company. Because when they make competitive fighting games, they make it balanced, right, and there's no overpowered character whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Guilty Gear is arguably the most, one of, if not the most, balanced game ever, as far as the fighting game goes, definitely. But look, Naruto, let's all get to the real story here, okay? Let's get to the real bread and butter, what we all want to see. Yu Hakusho, Arc System Works.
That would be great. I would love to see
Yu
that.
Hakusho, the fighting game. Why can't we just get that?
Because, DC, we had that years ago. Yu Hakusho's not hot anymore. As the boy Roger say, it's what's hot and what's not.
It's just, it ain't right though. There's so many games that can be fighting games. Fist of North Star, Fist of North Star Arc System Works. You know, Rurouni Kenshin.
Alright. I totally agree with you. I wish they would make Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Yes,
We need it. I mean, we need a poll, man. We need to get a poll. Arc System Works, when they get done with this game, they put out a poll. What other anime games would love to see made to a fighting game? There's a lot of old school anime, fighting anime, that needs to be done. And Yu Hakusho is top of the list. That show, underrated. You know, not enough games in this timeline. That show needs a hot new video game. So it needs to come back. Actually, they need to bring that back one more run.
You know, One Punch Man video game, DC. What about that?
That's pretty sweet too. That'd be pretty sweet too. Of course, Saitama is gonna be there everybody in one hit.
I would see that more like a Destiny.
But you know, Guilty Gear has one instant kill hit, so Saitama gonna have the instant kill, one punch.
Yeah, I would probably see One Punch Man, if they do make One Punch Man. I wouldn't see it as a fighting game. I would see it as like a Destiny type warrior type game. That's what I would see it as. Like you fight hordes of enemies as whoever.
That'd be cool, but I don't want to see that. I want to actually see an actual competitive One Punch Man fighting. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but I wouldn't.
If they do a fighting type game, they'll probably, I hate to say it, they're gonna have to make us another type J-Star type game where they bring.
I don't think so at all. I don't think so. They don't have to do that. All you gotta do is just, I mean, it doesn't have to be just Arc System Works. Capcom or Dimps can make another game.
Just think about it as 66. The reason why I'm actually saying like this, how many people that one Saitama fought or Genos fought that were big bad people that wrecked the city and caused you part of the city? There was like only three types of people that.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, a fighting game though. But the fighting game though,
it was like always one punch. It wasn't like an actual fight.
Yeah, I know, but well, actually, the last dude he hit him more than once.
That's what I'm talking about.
But here's the thing, though. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to just be like a boss battle game. It can be if it's a fighting game, a 2D fighting game, or a 3D fighting game, whatever. You just fight against characters, you know, like you would in Dragon Ball, whatever. You fight Saitama versus Genos.
Yeah,
you know,
but
you fight. You know what I mean?
I mean, if they do that, I can see probably the roster being like 10 at least.
Yeah, 10, 12, that's not bad. Skullgirls is like 15. The game did well.
Yeah. A lot of people are, wait, did they even make a Skullgirls one?
Yeah, they made a Skullgirls. They made a Skullgirls Encore edition, which I think was in extra stuff, a couple extra characters and stuff.
Fuck. Oh, yeah, my chest.
Yeah, so I mean, 10, 12 people in the fighting game, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
But I mean,
by the time, let's just say by the time it gets to where the manga's at, you know, whatever, you gonna have way more characters anyway. You can put 15, 20 people in there.
But yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people in the One Punch Man, lore or whatever, who's actually pretty dope. And it ain't just Saitama and Genos who are dope. You got the little second girl, you got the old man, you know, you got what's his name? He'd be more of a comical character, you know. Puri Man, whatever the nigga, the hamburger nigga. The nigga out of jail, the fag, I forget his name, Puri Man, whatever.
Oh, God.
So you got him. Yeah, he's a character. You got the dude with the baseball bat with the bad Elvis impersonation hair. You know, yeah, but you got characters who fought and have done stuff.
Yeah, you got characters, but I would.
Like I said, by the time we get to season 2 or 3 or whatever, you probably will at least have, you know, you will probably release you talk about video game. Have about 15, 20 people.
Like I think they made My Hero Academia game.
Don't forget the big armor dude too.
Oh yeah, but I don't know if they did make a big. Oh yeah, they did. It came out for the 3DS. I remember. It's a Japanese exclusive right now. It's still in Japan, but they did recently make My Hero Academia game.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's Japan. The only stuff got to stop. That's got to stop.
I think it came out this year.
That's got to stop. PS4?
And this is it's 3DS.
Oh.
Not PS4, 3DS.
They put it on the Switch. I mean, My Hero Academia is good, but video game on it, I don't know. I wouldn't be.
I didn't see it. I only heard it came out for the 3DS, and it was. I don't know if it's coming to America though.
Did you ever Attack on Titan game?
Attack on Titan. The last thing I heard about was Attack on Titan. That was on the PS4. I haven't seen nothing else.
Did you ever play it?
I actually have played it. It's actually really good. It actually kept the mechanics as the anime. Yeah, I still got it.
I need to get that so we can play together. I mean to get it. I'll look for price tag though.
It's
worth 60.
Is it worth 60?
Yeah, that's the
right
question.
Now, I would say get it at GameStop.
Okay. All right.
I would say get it at GameStop. Because right now, digital wise, no, but it is a good game, and it takes the scenes of Attack on Titan and actually put it inside a game. They followed the story mode. They even added some things from season 2 into it. Yeah, they added stuff because technically, if you caught DC, you're caught up with the anime?
Yeah, I'm caught up with season 2. Yes.
So if you remember at the beginning of season 2, they talked about.
Wait. Spoiler alert for anybody who's watching. Spoiler alert. Attack on Titan season 2.
The end of Attack on Titans, in the Attack on Titans game, they put some stuff in season 2. They added the 8th Titan. They actually got the battle between
you mean the Beast Titan?
Yeah, they actually got the battle between the Colossus Titan and the Armor Titan inside the game too. You actually fight those two. It's actually a really good game.
Okay. See, that's another reason why I held off from getting it, because I know they went farther than what the original anime did. You know, I was like, I'm not about to get spoiled by the damn game.
Yeah, they went a little too far with the game. Like they had.
Because Bleach did the same. Bleach did the same thing when it came out. Bleach, Soul Resurrection on PS3. They was fighting knights and stuff. And meanwhile, the anime.
But I do want another Bleach game. I hate to say I really want to play another Bleach game.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Bleach game. The problem is Bleach is dead. That's so irrelevant now. Bleach just fell off. Bleach used to be so good. It should stop with Aizen. They should not drag that series on.
But now, actually, I hate to say it, they're bringing it back again. For some reason, they're bringing back Bleach again. I don't know when
That nigga
they
Titan still here?
said they were.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know when they're dropping the anime, but they said.
Big L still here?
Hurts.
He done? He done for?
Big L. Yeah, he fell back to sleep.
He's done for.
Started snoring again.
Alright. I guess that nigga muted. Anyway.
Who's snoring again, Big L? Yeah, who else? Somebody was snoring.
It don't matter, man. We
seconds.
about to get up out of here, man. We have said our piece, man. We went over everything. We about to get up out of here. So let's hit these outros and get up out of here. Titan.
Yep.
That's it, nigga. One word, really?
Yeah.
Outro, nigga.
Say
You know
what?
say the outro, bro.
Not gonna
Outro.
say yeah, goodbye.
Outro.
Oh, the outro. Ah, yeah, I gotta work on my outro. Gotta work on my outro. I don't have an outro this time.
Whatever. Big L.
Yeah, sorry everyone. It's been a long day, you know, making money, you know, trying to get these thugs off the street. Power to the people. And, you know, me, the Godsmacks, hitting people with the lightning bolt. But, you know, it is pretty tired for me. Working over 16 hours tonight, so give me a break. Thank you.
Jesus
And,
Christ.
over Turtle Wax from shine my head up. You know, Godsmack him to the dirt, baby. Ha, bring it back to Africa. Ha!
This is ridiculous. We gonna start giving you like a restriction, 10 words or under or something. Your interest in outros get longer and longer. We got to put a limitation on this shit. They ain't get paid by the hour. Fuck that. Naruto.
I'm out. Tired of shit.
Free the whole Hokage.
Yo.
And of course, I'm DC too cool. You know, big boss, no Metal Gear. Okay, I'm joking. I took that from BG. That was for you, BG, dog. That's my nigga. Nah, that's a great saying. I need a
phenomenal one.
Yeah, the phenomenal one's good. I'm down with that.
The foot on your throat if you don't act up, nigga. AKA
AKA
The
Mr.
man.
AKA. There you go.
AKA the big D in your girl. Ooh! Anyway.
Oh, okay. You'll get some trouble, Big L. You'll get some trouble. They gonna be shutting this shit down.
Yeah, the D for D.
We probably already got enough to hate on right now talking about rhyme stuff.
D for
Dude, I'm telling you, he got some crazy support. He got some crazy supporters, dog. Like, I said that to him on his YouTube channel, and some nigga who had nothing to do with him came out. Well, it was his favorite game until this new game came out. You want to speak for this man? We have to save a hoe. Get out of here.
It's like, I'm sorry, but we were not throwing shade. We were just saying our part.
You niggas throwing shade.
I mean, I wouldn't say anything about anybody, man. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here, man. That's all. I'm trying to figure out where he's coming from.
But if you don't believe us, go check out IGN's channel. What was it? The fucking video called?
It's just something like fans react to Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah. Look at that video and then you legit what he said.
But you have to go back and look at the video on his own channel about him saying Xenoverse is my favorite Dragon Ball game ever, and then him saying that just like it's like hypocrisy, you know. But anyway, because the thing is, he had to play a hands-on demonstration at E3, but the game's on 20% done. So you had 20%. Those couple handful of matches negates everything Xenoverse 1 and 2 has done for you. Really? Okay.
That's how it is.
Anyway,
but I understand. And he sees the Dragon Ball Z game and it's like brand new, and he enjoys it. Of course, you're probably gonna say it, but at least wait until the game comes out before you say it's my favorite Dragon Ball Z game ever. You waited till Xenoverse 2 dropped, and you played the story mode. You got the moves in the game. You leveled up your character. You said it's one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z games. That's perfectly fine.
He said it was my favorite. He said it's my favorite ever.
But you can't just say that right now, where you're just playing.
And the crazy part, here's the crazy part though. The crazy part about it is though, he didn't even say that for Xenoverse 2. He said that before Xenoverse 2 came out on Xenoverse 1. So you know he loves Xenoverse 2.
Oh, so you just. So
yeah. Let that sink in. Let that sink in.
But we're not throwing shade. Rhymestar's a cool dude. I love his content. I'm also subscribed to his YouTube channel. I love his Dokkan videos. Love his Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he loves Goon style.
I love his content. He makes some good, interesting content. I'm mostly watching for Dokkan. I don't watch him for nothing else. I'm pretty much just watching for Dokkan.
Oh, Dokkan.
If I want to create a team on Dokkan, I watch it, or I watch some other people who have Dokkan content. But still, for Dragon Ball Z in Xenoverse content, I actually think of my own opinion for Xenoverse, because right now I really hate Xenoverse right now. I'm passionate.
Like, you was hyping that game not too long ago, nigga. That was your game, nigga. After Big L put you to sleep once and for good, you couldn't handle it no more. Okay,
hold up, I put him to sleep. What you talking about?
Oh, you put him to sleep?
I'm still awake, nigga. I'm awake. I'm in the universe.
Oh my god. Yo, you got off this universe to play Injustice 2. I don't want to hear it.
Nigga, what? Nigga, you want some of this work, nigga? Huh?
Oh my god, wait! Oh my god, yo! Wait until the DLC drop. Maybe then.
You need some DLC.
Oh, wait till DLC drop.
Oh, you need some DLC.
He said he'll see you in 2 weeks. He'll see you in 2 weeks, nigga. DLC coming out.
You wanna fight me now? Do you wanna fight me now?
You sound like the Warriors. You sound like the Warriors. I need Kevin Durant.
We might have to get the podcast on overtime. These niggas better have a match.
Wait till KD get in.
That's Draymond Green looking nigga. God damn.
He said, wait till KD gets here. I'll make you so Durant gets here.
Alright, man, let's get up out of here, man. We out. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
Durant wanted that ring, man.